had some urges. I think it's because I got some food going through me. Really trying to cut back on all food, go into a nice fasting zone, but this emotional stuff with my parents is going a little bit of bonkers. Yeah. My parents are on a replay. They love their replay. So I'm here with you this evening. Oh. Hi. So I'm gonna start tapping in psychically and see if I can start like maybe psychically tell you your thoughts back to yourself. That way we can like really blow out skepticism right out of the gate with us as we rekindle. You know, the biggest thing about the replay is it really comes down to your parents having sex during pregnancy. That's what it comes down to, actually. Remember? Because we're replaying. There's parents during sex. Think about all the attention on the baby at center ice. That's why all those porn stars want to be gangbanged and want to be center ice. They're just replaying out a memory that their parents fucked them in the womb. It's just on replay. So we never have talked really about any of that stuff. So this matches up. I mean, this is what I mean. Like, we're inside each other's head. Now that we got these devices with our fingers, touching them with our thumbs, everyone's on center ice now. You don't have to because the eye is watching us. That's why I have to wait till there's an eye between everyone. Once there's an eye between everyone, now all my emotions is in their hand. Everything I do is in their hand. We don't have to worry, right? See, I don't have to worry with you. You're from London, you know London. And honestly, I've been stealth agent. We had friggin' detectives, around the team that year. Undercover detectives. Making sure shit's going is alright. I'm just learning by my environment. I'm learning how to be in my environment because we're all gangsters in there, right? We're all little companies that are getting no money. And all the favorites are getting all the ice time. And they're the ones that get drafted. And that's where the money is. So it's kind of like child labor. Slave labor. So it takes a guy like me who walked the line to break out, find the code, come back, raise the flag. Now it's the flag's just flying higher than everyone else's. I don't have to fight anyone. I just raise a higher flag. Now everyone can see that one. Now everyone's going over that way. It's just I've never raised my flag before, you know. I've been finding it. A throne. My lady. So, you know, that's what family does. Let's talk about the finances. So, I'm going to chart a financial path for my independence so I can fucking get back into my groove. Actually, I've never actually ever been in a financial independent groove, really, to tell you the truth. Just maybe like for like 6 or 7 months for like my first like 2, 3 seasons. But in the summertime, I like had no money. I had to go to my parents each summer to get money. Maybe only like 5 grand, but I never had my own money through the summer, any summer. So now this is like my test, you know, to manage the matrix. Because that's how I get back to you. You know, you can't get to me because of the matrix. So I have to now put on a performance for you to show you how we're going to break us both out of the matrix. Because I make it back to you, we flourish. Go anywhere. You can leave Canada now if you want to. Remember? I'm here to be present for all your possibilities. Still in the time capsule. I'm feeling like time capsule might last another week. Because I am really healing from this. Like I have a little anxiety, like once I think about getting on to tell you about some stuff. And once I get started on here, like I feel super present. And I think that's like super important right now. Honestly, at this point, whatever's gonna establish a sure path back to you. So I could feel the neural pathways like forming, like already beginning. You know, I had to do that closure stuff with my parents. I had to see how they're acting. I had to see how they're talking with me, reacting. I push as much as I can so they know. And I don't want to get walked over. So now just get another place set up. Drag this one out. 2 places. And I'll get in a rhythm. Catch your face in my mind's eye. I feel like I'm going to have a really deep sleep tonight. Yeah, just cuddling right now, just holding you. gifted this to each other. We are now the moment stuck in time. Forever. We put in our dues, 10 years. We are both the moment stuck in time. See, nobody can take it from us. Right? Because we didn't give ourselves a chance afterwards to, allow any mistakes. We just anchor the memory, remember? Because, time doesn't exist, okay? So, only perception does. So all we have done is continually perceive the same point, which is our heart, our body. We continually re-perceive it, and it's based on what we bring into the body, what we're thinking, and then how we feel is based on our perspective of that point in our environment. So why I keep coming back to that, it wasn't just, I think that's also why I think of, me, I think back then, I still think I'm on a linear path, right? I think, and then there's an NHL. And then there'd be, another level of things to do. So I think I'm continuing to move towards something, right? I'm on a linear path. Getting to the CHL and trying to get to the NHL. So, I'm not really observing my environment for what it really is. With my feeling. I'm kind of just on this mental track and just seeing everything around me as, creative aspects, and I'm feeling this way or that way. Yet the track is more driving me. And then I'm like, whoa, I feel this. So, remember, I'm Canadian, right? I want to be with a Canadian woman. I'm really all about everything about you. I always was, and I just was confused about how to tell you, and things going around so quickly. And then after that break, I was smart enough to know that I wasn't going to play around with you, mess around with your emotions. So that's why I think this time capsule is so important for us. The love story of our lives. You have the time to put the pieces into place how you see fit, based on how you perceive me. This beautiful man that you met, 19 years old, 20 years old. Because remember, we're watching, we're on the ice, that is the sex, right? That is the memory of the sex, collectively. So then, anything that, we're doing when we're actually in person is really just the tip of the iceberg of what has happened before that point. Because, I'm tied down, right? I can't even be at places sometimes, because I have to be at the slave labor place, right? So the etheric energy, the spiritual energy knows, what's going on. We're somewhat slave laborers. We know, it can see the chains, right, that we have. And then it can see the chains and, so if time doesn't exist, only perception does. Looking at each other back then, not being able to explain it. That's what this is. It actually is explainable through no time. Because there's nothing that does exist. Everything comes out of nothing. So this little time capsule is something we use as reference points forever because it created our now time space because I had to actually sit down and create this. And I am like the vessel in now time space, which has given me the ability to poke through and even see you in London. Because it's like, really, I'm poking into London and leaving. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I don't meet you, I probably never look back. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't meet you there toward the end of the year and stuff, like, if I go into the playoffs without a girlfriend, like, I ain't fucking trying to fucking get a girlfriend in playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking now like in the fucking zone of hockey, and it's just like, whoa, now boys club all the way. Like, so like that's why like it was a nice sweet spot for me because I knew I was like I want to go on some dates, I want to meet some one on one with some women, like not be around the boys like with her, not even pick her up with the boys, like just have the just total energy myself, and you know it was like just with us it was perfect, and it's not like the timeline, right? It's more of like my emotional body being ready because then we build those memories. Because then I never look back in London. I don't know if I come back, you know? If I do come back, it's with a whole different mentality. I'm like fucking party of crazy. Like, I'm not thinking about you, right? Like, because I never met you. So then like the whole dynamic of like the timeline changes. Like, you're not sitting around for 10 years in the back of your mind with a memory of having an experience with me. So the time being like not linear, it's more of a perception thing because you could sit someone down and ask them to have a memory about this, that, or the other thing. Well, their reality has just been changed in that moment because someone sat them down and told them something. So a lot of advertisements, stuff like that, they just put it in your face. They don't care, you know, if it's right or wrong or whatever, fake news, whatever. Man, as long as it's in your face, the subconscious is absorbing it. So these games, they don't care, they don't win, like who wins, like as long as the games are going on, the subconscious trauma is being anchored. So it takes a winner like me to basically stand at the top, to basically, you know, take the face off and show everyone, look, y'all, look at the game. And it's not like I'm going out there to market, hey, look everyone, I'm just opening up a storefront of my own. Because that was my journey to myself to just, you know, raise my flag, my own vessel. Like I am my vessel. I came aware of my own vessel. I could speak for myself. I'm not Drew Larman because that's the name my parents gave me. I am Truth. I am the vessel that I choose to be in any moment. The true expression of each nothingness into my next voice box moment. Next voice box moment. So you get to lay in bed and be serenaded by the voice of your own, you know, child echoes of masculine comfort, masculine protection, masculine sensibility. You know, lovers, they just lay in bed. That's all they do. You can't get them out of bed. You know, you look at all the Greeks and the um, you know the Greek language. Those are the gods. You know, anything happens. The mortals are like, oh, that's us. Remember, we drank from the cup. I'm drinking from the cup. I'm winning the cup to drink from you. I'm drinking from you. The cup is you. I'm drinking from you, right? Like you're in the stands. I'm there, you know. I'm leaving tickets for you. You're watching the TV when you can't come to a game. You know, you're paying attention to the score. You know, I was a nobody. Seriously. I was a fucking nobody. I worked my ass off my whole fucking life. It's because, like, performing for my parents, right? I'm replaying the memory of them loving me, working hard. You know, my dad working hard to get off. He's loving me, right? In the womb. It's like pushing, just building my body. All of a sudden, I'm like, the fuck? Store is a memory. Now I'm on the ice. What the fuck? Fuck you, man. Fuck you. So, my jaw breaking was just a reflection of one of the maternal organism attacks in the womb. So all the kids going around hitting each other, they're all little reflections of things happening. So that's why you get people that don't want to hit each other, players that are sissy or whatever, like don't want to like hit each other. The coach can't get them to body check. It's because they weren't getting effed up in the womb. That's the only reason why. They're more like content with their body, peaceful. They don't need to go like get aggressive, like, because they weren't working hard. There's not a reflection. They don't know. So then you get into an environment where that was like, I'm kind of in the middle, you know. I was in an environment where it was like super like fucking beat that guy up, you know. But then I was the guy that cleaned it all up, right? So there's, like I said, time doesn't exist, only perception does. So there's an infinite number of ways to look at anything. That's why lovers stay in bed forever. There's nothing to do. And I'm not even worried about the maturity and like feeling like I'm over the top with my confidence, because like you're a woman, you're a strong woman, you're a passionate, full woman, like full-hearted woman. Now with 2 sons, like, you know that your man is talking to you right now. I know you know. I was always coming back for you. London means you. I never thought to even look at it. Now I'm getting to my story. I teleport into London, and as I'm doing that, you're the only thing on my mind. Now I revisit that message. I'm like, what the fuck? Because of the punctuations. Talking to my dad about Kelly Thompson yesterday. He's emoting back into me. Who gives a fuck? Who cares about Kelly Thompson and the London Knights and all those fucking guys? That's him replaying out the memory. Just wanting to forget about him being at center stage, getting fucked by his parents and his alcoholic dad. So his alcoholic Canadian father comes home, probably had sex with his mother while he's pregnant. And my dad gives off energy to his drunk father. That's what the fetus does. So I'm your knight in shining armor that gave you one beautiful imprint, or a few beautiful imprints, with lots of anticipation and slow moving, beautiful long strides. Technically, every stride you see me skate out there is a stroke or a wave back and forth. See, we say whatever we want, right? You're my girlfriend the whole playoffs. Like, talk about how you saved me that year, whatever, Talk about all the abuse I've been through, like, talk about how, like, couldn't handle it. Like, I mean, really, like, we can say whatever we want. That's why we're king and queen. We're shields to each other, and we're swords to each other. That's the womb and placenta vessel. Because then our word goes outward from London globally. So, like, it doesn't matter. I could be in Florida and, like, I still rep myself that I'm in London in the tech. Right? I'm in, like, look at me. I'm teleporting through time. Like, you're in my time capsule. You're in our time capsule. You told me what to do with your body language. You tell me what to do with your body language every day. Feel it now. Butterfly effect. Moving around in space-time continuum. Remember, you're the mother. I'm the performer, I'm the dancer. I'll take a little pause so I know that, make sure this one saves, because I feel it's a really strong one. I love my serenation voice that you bring out of me.